am the choreographer for Monstrous Bodies, and one of my major roles is to take the vision that is Sandy's brain and plug it into the cast and translate that into movement sequences. There is a broad range of styles and formats included in doing that, but it's really about making the young company feel really comfortable with the movement they're doing and making sure that everything has maximum impact when it's on stage. Sandy has so many visual references, and as a director she's really wonderful at sharing those references, so each individual movement piece that I'm working on is like a piece in itself. We have everything from a very abstract, alien-esque movement sequence all the way through to pure slow motion that has to be really crisp and clean. And as much as the first one there is quicker and in some ways harder to get your brain round, actually things like slow motion are much harder to execute on stage. So it's quite a nice challenge to move between everything as well. For myself as a choreographer in the process my goal is to make sure that people feel confident on stage, and also represent themselves in a light they've maybe not explored before. It's a really nice way to find like an ensemble approach, and it's really important to me that we find that and all of the cast are working from the same template. Some of the young company have danced more than others, some have much more experience being on a stage, and it's about pulling all of that together so everyone feels equally confident and equally as if they're in another world when they're performing the piece. Once we get on stage with the actual set, and especially in this production, as you'll see, the set has a huge influence on the space that we're in. So there's something really nice that happens where all of a sudden the movement comes to life, because almost I think people's bodies realise they're competing with this huge structure. So they naturally amplify what they're doing. And it also just makes things much clearer in people's minds. So if anything, things get easier as we move into the space, which is a nice feeling. I generally work with a lot of non-formally trained bodies or people who've trained in different aspects of performance or even movement, because I'm really interested in watching real people on a stage. And I've done a lot of work in various parts of the world where having young companies is very common and people make work with young people a lot. So to me, it's really essential, and it's also essential in kind of reframing what a performance can be. In terms of Monstrous Bodies, the fact that it is a show built upon the story of a teenager, it would almost feel hypocritical to produce that without young people. So I'm really pleased to be part of something that's bold and brave enough to do that with all of the challenges that comes from just having people that can't work Monday to Friday 9 till 4.